Wow.
Hi! Imagine if I do the whole video without addressing anything. But yeah, today is Halloween and I'm not going out. I have my tea. I'm going to bed as soon as I finish filming this. But still, I wanted to dress up, put some effort in the makeup and the costume in general. So yeah, I love it. I should be going out because I'm looking like a snack. I'm looking great, but it's not happening, and that's okay. I just wanna rant online. I just wanna vent and let it all out for a little bit. So I have my tea, I have my costume, I have you if someone is watching. So let's do it. I don't know exactly. Oh, the thread went into the thing. Oh, okay, we got it. We got it. Now it has to stay in. Well, cheers to that. Oh, it's hot. So today is Halloween. Tomorrow is November 1st. And I have a lot on my mind. And a lot has happened this week. And I'm learning to not be mad about a lot of things because I want to believe that people are good, even if sometimes they don't make the best decisions. I'm talking about some actions, some things that people have done. I'm trying to be really zen, like meditating and all this shit. Sometimes it's difficult to stay in this relaxed state of mind, but I'm doing my best. So yeah, this week it has been a lot, and that's okay because last week was also a lot, but we're pushing. We're gonna make it work because we're not giving up. Like, what's the other option? Just to be sad all the time and to not do absolutely anything? Like, I was thinking for today, for Halloween. Initially, I had a plan, but it got cancelled. That's life. It's okay. Someone asked me to go for dinner. I'm like, no, because maybe you will cancel. I don't wanna. That's okay. Then I had another plan, but I decided to cancel because I thought that the person was going to cancel. Sounds really messed up. So I ended up just at my own place. I'll put some music, I'll dance, I film some stuff, I'll take some pictures, I'll take some pictures, and that's gonna be my Halloween, and that's completely fine because there's bigger problems in the world, or even in this household, there's bigger things to worry about. So one option after all this cancellation, one option was to just lay in bed, rot in bed, watch YouTube, watch, like, scroll on social media, dumb scrolling, as people say, and just be sad. Not be sad, but just not be, like, keep it neutral, like not happy, not sad, just no emotion. But I decided to do something special, even if it's just for me, because what's the point of life if you cannot have fun even on your own? I'm not saying it's fun to dress up on my own, like, haha, I'm having a blast. It's not this kind of fun. It's the kind of fun that I want to do something different and I don't need anyone to do it with. I want to be a little bit creative. The makeup looks like a mess. It literally looks like but I was trying to put some kind of fake blood, kind of, with these sparkly things on the side. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I love the outfit. I don't love so much the makeup. But this is besides the point. What I was saying is that some weeks, some months maybe, they are rough, and that's completely fine because there's always good things to be grateful about. And even if sometimes it's really difficult to think about these positive things, there are. And I talked about it in previous videos, how important it is when you are in a good state of mind to do the exercise and think about the good things on your life, because then when you are not so good, when you are not so positive, it's easier to remember the good things that you have in your life, like the good people, but also physical things if that helps you, and about your work, about your house, about your health, like whatever. But yeah, even if sometimes it's difficult, we have to make the effort. And even if you end up on your own by choice, kind of like today, you still can have fun and enjoy yourself. Again, it's not the same kind of fun as if you are with people, but it can still be fun. At least that's my opinion. But yeah, not feeling like super happy, but making the effort and pushing myself a little bit to do something different, because again, what's the other option? Just to rot in bed and be sad. But yeah, we're gonna talk about other things, because this week a lot has happened that I don't want to talk about. So this is gonna be just a rant about my life. At the beginning of my YouTube career, as if I'm making money or absolutely anything. At the beginning, I was thinking to do like a series about adulthood, I guess. Like when you're turning 30, there's a lot of pressure from society, I guess, but it's so easy to say that society puts pressure. Like, I'm the one thinking that society puts pressure. No one is putting the pressure. It's just myself. It's just my imagination. It's just that my whole life I've been hearing that when you reach a certain age, in my case 30 years old, you need to have X, Y, and Z. There's not a plan. Like, you can do whatever the you want, and that's the beautiful thing about being an adult and being responsible enough to have your own home, like your own work and your own money to spend, like not depending on anyone. As long as you're not hurting anyone, you can do whatever the you want. And I don't think people realize, like, there's a fine line. At least in my case, I always have mixed feelings about how I want to enter my 30s. Wait for a second. Because I can see myself doing both, like living my best single life, just meeting different people, traveling every now and then, having a good job, but being solo and having fun doing that. But most of the time, if I'm honest, I do see myself, or I would like to be in the position where I have someone, maybe eventually having kids, so the whole family thing that everyone talks about and that everyone pushes you to have this idea when you turn 30. Again, I don't want to blame society, because that's the easy thing to do. I'm going to blame myself. But yeah, we have all these beliefs that you're going to reach a certain age and eventually everything will fall into place. If it doesn't, that's completely fine, because that's the cool thing about living in 2025. You can do whatever you want and this whatever you want. Again, as long as you're not hurting anyone, that's going to be okay. That's going to be fine. So I'm trying to get into this mentality and not put a lot of pressure into the things that I'm doing. A really easy example, my bed is a mess because I was putting this together. So I'll have to clean it up later. But yeah, there's some glue, there's some laces, there's some paint, there's some piece. There's a lighter. I guess go to shorts to see what I did. But yeah, there's a lot. And this was kind of fun. Like, it was not my ideal Halloween, but it was kind of fun. So why not? That's the other thing. You have to work with what you have. Like, the first plan, the ideal plan, let's say, was going out. It didn't happen. It's completely fine. The second plan was to go to this trivia night with some friends. And it didn't happen because I put quite a lot of pressure. Like, if my friend doesn't go, then I don't want to go, but then my friend end up going. But then I could go, but I'm like, now I don't wanna for some reason. It's a long story. But yeah, I was saying about having the freedom in 2025 to do whatever you want. That's really, really nice, but it's also a bit scary because having so many options, it can be intimidating. You don't know what to do, but that's also, there's something beautiful in it. I don't know how to put it into words so it makes sense, but knowing that you can do whatever you want, it can be stressful, but it can be also really freeing. The only thing is that, at least for me, I always think that I have a time limit. Like people always say, don't live for tomorrow what you can do today, or don't take life for granted. Like you have to make the most out of every day, and I really believe in that. But also, it's okay to not rush things. I guess it would be good to have like a general plan. When I went to a therapist, she said, imagine yourself at 40. How do you see yourself? Who do you see around you? And what's your life? What's a day in your life when you're 40, if it's an ideal situation? And I have the paper somewhere here. I think I have it on my gratitude journal that I just used 5 times in a year. But I have it here. How do I see myself at 40? And it was a good exercise, and I like that I put it into an actual paper, into something tangible, because sometimes I just think about stuff and it stays here, and then I forget, or I don't have anything to check it from. So how do I see myself at 40? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things. Some of them, they have like subcategories, and some of them have a little star, meaning that that's one of the priorities. So let's start with the priorities. I guess there's 3 with a little star. The first one, so how do I see myself at 40 years old, is the title. The first thing is happy, which I think is really beautiful. Like, how do I want to see myself at 40? Happy. It's really simple, but it feels great. It's wholesome in a way, and I love it. Then it says stable income, but that's really basic. So then I put that stable income, it doesn't equal stable job, because I can have multiple income streams, and that's something that I kind of been working on, but not really. Like with the whole YouTube thing, I thought not immediately, but eventually in some months I will get some money, but of course it's not that easy. Now I do it just to, almost like therapy in a way. I am going to actual therapy as well, but it feels good to just let my thoughts into the world. And then some people will resonate with that. Some videos will get almost 0 views, some others will get a little bit more pickup, but it feels good. Yeah, the multiple income streams. I've been having a regular like 9 to 5 for 10 years, different companies, but same schedule more or less. And I do like it, but I feel like every now and then I just wanna quit and go travel for like 1 month. And I cannot do that if I have a stable job. So I would like to have multiple income streams in case something happened to my 9 to 5, and I could still live without the main income, let's say. And so it's happy, stable income, and the third thing is 1 kid. And I don't know how important this is right now, and I don't know if it's just my family or society pushing this idea on me, but I do think that I want 1 kid. And maybe now we're going a bit dark, but I said it in other videos. My dad passed away recently, and apparently, like, I knew that he was really good to us, but apparently he was a beautiful, amazing person to absolutely everyone around him, like co-workers, other family members, like just people that he was interacting with. Everyone loved him, and that made me value my parents even more, which is a bit sad because now he's not here for me to tell him, but it makes me value my mom even more, I guess. And this relationship that they have with me, like the relationship that any parent have with their kid, I think it's something so magical, so beautiful, and I kind of wanna, not kind of, I want to experience it on my own. And I know that just by the fact that I'm gay, that I like men, it's gonna be more difficult than straight couples, but I think I do want a kid. And sometimes I feel a bit stupid saying it like that. Like, I think I want a kid. Like, if I, like, I'm talking about kids as if I'm talking about clothes or some materialistic thing. It's okay to not know if you want a kid, but it's completely fine to just think about it and thinking that you want a kid, even if you are not for sure. It's not like I can do it like this, so the process is gonna be really long, but I think I want a kid. And if I change my mind in the future, that's completely fine. But right now, the Mark that has 31 years wants a kid, and that's completely fine. It says in parentheses, at least, so at least one kid. I think one would be more than enough, but yeah, this is for another video. Other things that I have in here, not so important. One of them is travel. Another one is partner. This was really interesting because having a kid, it's kind of a priority. I did this 1 year ago, I think. Being partnered is not a priority because people can have kids without being in a relationship, which I think is really cool. I know it's going to be much harder to have a kid on my own, but it is an option. Another thing I have written down is less focused on physical appearance. This is huge. I feel like we're working on it. Another thing is good people around me. I also want to be present, and I want to be closer to family. And this one hits different now that I lost a family member, but that's life. It's okay. I want to be fit, it says. I feel like I'm killing it in that department. And it says that I still follow my passions. And apparently my passions 1 year ago were dance, music, singing, and videos, ? Because it's at the time I was starting this YouTube channel. So it's a good exercise to have this. First, to do it, to take the time and save it somewhere that you're gonna see it at some point. You don't need to put it hanged on the wall if you don't wanna, but you can put it on your gratitude journal, for example, and every now and then you'll bump into it. And the second part of the exercise that I haven't done, and it's been a year, it's okay. My therapist asked me to put like what are my blocks or worries that doesn't allow me to get to those points, and my dreams. But these two, like the blocks and worries, I feel like I can do it. The dreams, it's a bit scary because we all have dreams, but I don't know if I want to put them down, like writing them down, because then if they don't happen, it's a bit depressing. But at the same time, if you don't put the effort, if you don't visualize it, they are absolutely never gonna happen. So maybe I have to do the effort and write them down. It makes you think a lot. I don't know, I feel like before my 30s I was just going through life like doing whatever I wanted, being happy, meeting people meaning friends, and also dating and all of this, but I was not thinking too much about the future. And the moment I turned 30, it's like, oh damn, I'm 30, like getting real. But it's not getting that real. Like I can still do whatever I want. I think it's good to think about the future every now and then, but I don't need to stress about it. And one example, now that it's by the end of the video, a lot of people have clicked out. One example of things that I shouldn't worry about, but it's stressing me out a little bit, is the guy that I'm seeing right now. We've been seeing each other for over a month, and for me that's a lot of time. Usually by the second or third date I scare people, so I'm really happy with this guy. Not just because he's patient with me, that's a good one, like that's an important one. Also because I do like the guy, and at the beginning maybe I was overthinking about some stuff, but I do like the guy, like I honestly do. And the other day we were watching a Studio Ghibli movie, like My Neighbor Totoro. Super cute to watch it with someone that you like. And I cannot get enough of this outfit. I love it. Like the material is so cheap, but you can tell it looks great. The good thing about not using it for this Halloween is that I can use it for some other event. I don't know what event. I guess next year's Halloween, but I love it. It has some shimmer. It sparkles a little bit. I love it. I look really hot. And yeah, about this guy, I was overthinking because we were watching a movie, and in all the Studio Ghibli movies, there are some kids, like there's something related with family, especially in Totoro. Like the main thing is these two little sisters. So we were watching this movie, and this little girl was crying, one of the main characters, I don't know the name, and he made a comment like, oh, kids are annoying, or something like, I don't know exactly, but something on the lines of, kids are annoying, that's why I don't want kids, something like that. It didn't hit me in the moment, but days after, I'm like, was that for real? Like, he doesn't want kids, and that's something that I think I want. Like, I know it's really, really soon to talk about this stuff. This is what I was saying about trying not to overthink. Like, I'm meeting a guy, he's great, I like him, he likes me. If he doesn't want kids, that's okay. It doesn't mean that I have to end things with him immediately if I want kids, but maybe I do. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, because if a kid is something that I really want and he makes it really clear that he doesn't, maybe I don't need to be wasting my time. But at the same time, again, if I like the guy, if the guy likes me, why not just enjoy the time that we spend together, and let's see in the future, like let's have a real serious talk when we are together for more than a month, not just 1 month, and then we can talk about, like, first of all, I'm overthinking if he wants kids, but I don't even know if we are in a serious relationship. I guess that's gonna be the first question. Once I know if we are in a serious relationship, then we can talk about other stuff. But that's what I don't like about this pressure that I feel when I turn 30 years old. Like myself 3 years ago in my 20s, when I was 29 or 28, I was just meeting people to check the connection, if we were vibing, if we were having a good time, and that's it. Like my mind was not going anywhere else. But now I'm watching a movie and he makes a silly comment saying, oh, I don't like kids that much, and I spent some time overthinking that maybe it's not worth it to have a relationship with this guy because I do want a kid eventually. Like, how f***ed up is that? I feel like I just have a lot of free time. I don't think I do, but maybe I should spend more time doing things that I like videos is something that I like, that I enjoy. Going to the gym, I do it a lot, but maybe I need to start some other passions. Like my therapist last year told me that I need to start using all this energy I put towards guys. I need to put it in something else. And I started my YouTube channel, I started writing, I started doing quite a lot of things. But then I stopped with the writing and with other passion projects I wanted to start. But maybe it's time to go back, because I don't want to be overthinking about silly stuff. And I work with startups, like with little companies, and they are always on the move, on the go, trying to get investment, like trying to create the next big thing that is going to change the future. And that's really motivating when I'm at work. It doesn't motivate me to start a startup, but it should motivate me to start other things. And I know there's a fine line between, I don't know, there's a fine line between making yourself busy to not think about life or to not think in general, but also overthinking and wasting your time overthinking. I don't know what's the correct thing, because when I was in Barcelona years ago, like 4 years ago, I was doing quite a lot of things just because I wanted. I built my own website. I was working for this interior design company, running their Instagram. I was also trying to do things on top of my 9 to 5. I did my master's. I was learning English, like going to the school. I did a postgraduate degree, like something between master's and a bachelor's. I was doing a lot because I know that in the future, if I was doing it when I was younger, then I wouldn't need to worry as much. But now that I'm older and I still don't have a lot of responsibilities, maybe that's the whole thing, that during my 20s, me learning stuff just because I'm letting things out. But this is what I like about YouTube, that I can just say a lot of shit and eventually maybe it makes sense for myself. I don't know. But yeah, maybe that's the thing, that during my 20s I just had fun. I enjoyed myself. Like, it's not like in the movies, like I was not traveling every weekend or going to parties every Friday, but I think I had fun. I'm really happy with my 20s. And I've been doing that for 10 years, like all my 20s. And now that I'm 30, I need this something more. And I don't know what this something more means, if it means a family or a good relationship, a serious relationship, or if it means something else, as in creating a business or focusing more seriously on my passions. But I do want to do more stuff. I want to put my energy into something more, but then after work, it's really easy for me to just lay in bed, like not for the whole day. I also go to the gym, I meet with friends. But if I'm not meeting with friends and I don't go for a long time to the gym, it's really easy to spend a lot of time. Like, instead of eating in 10 minutes, I say that I need 1 hour while I watch a YouTube video. So I'm basically wasting time instead of putting my energy and all these things I have in my head into something more realistic, more tangible. I think I want to continue doing my book. I really need to go to the bathroom because I have something going on down there. That's another story. So I'll leave the video as it is right now. Thank you for watching. If you make it this far, subscribe and all this stuff, and see you soon. And I look great. Bye.